Hello, this is Dancingbear, your autistic prince, the people's chosen, the president-elect of Myerscough College, Lancashire's favourite son, and the voice of the voiceless.
And I'm Tom, president of the Jennifer Aniston fan club. For anyone who don't understand that, refer to our previous episode.
Yeah, will it be previous episode?
Yes.
So-
Thanks for pulling back the curtain there. Showing everyone that we're doing a few in one day.
Yeah.
It's just that way we won't miss any.
No, hopefully. So,
Also means we won't have an answer to my question until next week.
yeah.
So
Very
essentially
true.
people have 2 weeks to...
Timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly.
Well,
Is there anything you would like to cover in this particular episode? I should let it be noted that as we are filming this particular episode, Halloween is only round the corner. All Hallows Eve. Are you doing anything this Halloween? Now, for the listeners, I am trying to convince my esteemed colleague to come with me to a certain Halloween party.
which I might do, but
I hope you do. If you go, I'll go.
I'm more of like the homely person, so I'm going to do some pumpkin carving with my girlfriend on Halloween.
Oh,
I'm going to dress my dog up as a spider.
well,
and let him
Halloween's on
loose.
Thursday, so the party's
Yeah.
on Saturday. So
So
you should come. If you go, I'll go, because I tell you what, I'm not going to mention names, but this particular host that will be hosting the party, that's very clever how I worded that, and I know this particular person, I don't think she listens to our podcast, as far as I'm aware. So going back to my original statement,
Yeah.
so no pressure there, no pressure at all. Thinking hard about that.
Nah, I need to start socialising. Can't be like an in-house like monster.
Is that
troll
what's
thing.
going on, if you don't mind me asking? Would you say you're very... I know you're quite introverted anyway, aren't you?
I think the movie Joker has hit a nerve with me.
Right.
Like,
Did it realise your own trait, shall we say?
Yeah.
Was it
I
on the
mean,
nose in that way?
don't get me wrong, I love stabbing people as much as the next guy and hiding the bodies, but
Yeah.
at some point you just run out of places to hide the bodies.
Very true. Very true.
No one's ever going to take that seriously.
Very true. Yeah, we all have that
But,
problem.
Yeah. I mean, you know what they say, we've all got skeletons in the closets.
I don't. I'm an open book. I don't hide anything. Ask me a question and I'll tell it you. Anything.
I don't really do the whole asking questions thing. I'm not
Dancing
great
Bear, expose! And you imagine proper dramatic music like they have in like American documentaries.
See, now I just pictured someone getting hold of that you've just said, putting it in like a flash animation, Dancing Bear exposed.
Like be played in some gay bar, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh, here's the thing. I was talking with someone before. What is the best pun gay bar name you've ever heard? Remembering that I'm from Brighton, gay capital of Europe.
I couldn't say.
Man U. Man City.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Oh God! I never knew until you informed me. I know you told me this before. That was you say Brighton is the capital of gay culture. Was it gay culture? You
Yeah,
said.
gay capital of Europe.
Oh, I didn't
It
know
was
that.
called once. Don't know if it still is. It's also goth capital.
Goth capital.
Yeah. Loads of goth shops. I don't know about you, but is goth dying out? Because when I went to see Circus of Horrors,
Yeah.
I was expecting a lot more like gothic looking people and rockers,
Yeah.
and it was a lot of like older people from all walks of life. It surprised me.
I'm not too sure. I suppose I don't want to use the term phase because that's quite derogatory, but I suppose every style dies out eventually, I want to say. Because you got to think, 50 years ago, there was a big thing on modern rockers,
Yeah.
that was a thing. And in the 80s, electro and punk was a thing.
But goths have been going since the 80s, really.
Yeah, to an extent. I don't know.
I mean, there's
Hippies
always-
was a thing. You got to think that was a thing at one point.
There's
And people
always-
are still hippies now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, man.
it's hard to say. It's hard
Tree
to say.
hugging dude. Right. I have, because I didn't bring this up last time or a bit, I have been playing and I have got about 2 levels into Destroy All Humans 2. and I
yes.
am now really excited for the remake of the first one.
Right. Did you enjoy it?
I did. The humour in it is so good.
Are you on Pokemon Go?
No.
You are on Pokemon Go.
Look, my Pokemons are doing the Pokemon things, alright?
Ladies and gentlemen, Koala is on Pokemon Go while we are doing a podcast. Actually, I'm glad you took that out because I wanted to bring something that's come to my attention. It has come to my attention that they are going to try and add battles so you can battle your Pokemon in the game because I believe you can't do that yet.
No, you can do that now.
You can do that now?
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that now. I thought this was a new add-on sort of thing. I need to get into it again. I think I'm going to, as soon as we finish this podcast, I'm going to download Pokemon Go and battle each other's Pokemon. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean,
How pissed off would you be, though, if I downloaded Pokemon Go and fucking Mewtwo was in the toilet or some shit? I found Mew and some, the really, really advanced Pokemon in my bathroom.
Well, for starters, they only show up in raids. Second,
They only show up where?
raids.
Raids?
Yeah, or when you complete challenges, sometimes. Also, there is an island. Now, because Pokemon Go is like, we might have already spoken about this.
I don't know.
Pokemon Go is based on like
Island of Sodor. That's Thomas.
Anyone can use their GPS thing, so that's what Pokemon Go take it from. And they update it every couple of months to like new Pokestops, like new landmarks, things like that.
Right.
And to stop like a Pokemon, say, appearing in the middle of the sea, that is classed as ocean. Pokemon don't spawn.
Right.
There is an island, I think it's near Greece, that someone classed the entire island as a bay, which means for the past couple of months, no one on this island has been able to play Pokemon Go because there's no Pokemon, no Pokestops, nothing. And apparently, everyone on that island that played Pokemon Go, and it was apparently really big there for tourists walking around, is incredibly pissed off. Think about it, if your shop is like 200 years old and a Pokestop, and all them little fucking Pokemon Go players stand outside in the like baking hot Greece sun. This Pokestop shop. I'm gonna go in and get a drink. Now no one's doing that. You're like, you fucking bastards.
Absolutely. But to be fair though, I know through memory I got rid of it. But when I first installed Pokemon Go, you're talking 3 years ago now, when it first came out. I found a Squirtle in my bathroom, mate. I am not kidding you. I captured a Squirtle.
Yeah, no, you can capture all the normal Pokemon there and like close. See, thing is, I just use a map. I can't be bothered with all that AR.
I need to download this app, man.
But
I need to get back into it, don't I?
Yeah.
Because I've just been rewatching the first Pokemon series on Netflix. I'm getting back into it.
If anyone like listens to this on my Instagram, you'll know. Like, I was cleaning up and I found the original Pikachu Pokemon card from obviously before they made the show, and it's like this little fat thing, and it's oh my god, it's a right chonky chip.
Oh dear. Oh wow. But I'm getting back into my Pokemon.
Well, I think Pokemon hype is very much starting again because there's a new game coming out. And I can just say with this new fucking game, obviously it's set in Britain, so you've got a Ghastly with a top hat and a moustache. But why? Now, it ain't even a pun. It ain't clever. What are you on, Pokemon Company? By naming a ghost Pokemon living in a teapot.
Okora.
Set in the UK. Poltergeist.
Oh, come on, that's amazing.
That's real. That is fucking... Oh my god. They should have named something Derek that evolves into a Cora.
Oh, that is amazing.
But Poltergeist.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Is
that bad? Is that
I found it hilarious. Did you ever see the things when like the looks of the two new Pokemon people were announced? And it's like the girl is in a kilt sort of thing with things that instantly the internet made a lot of like things with like everyone else in the Pokemon world. Oh, she looks like a lovely girl. You what? You want Pokemon battle? It's fucking brilliant.
Oh wow!
Do you know what? Seen any of that?
I don't think I have. I need to. Is it on YouTube?
Yeah. So I've literally just paused it, even though I don't really have time to show him the Scottish Pokemon trainer meme. And what are your thoughts on it? Would you watch Pokemon? I think I would watch.
Make it. Yeah, definitely. It's That was just funny.
You just look at it. It's fucking. There's some of them like I love the memes There's one where she walks in and the final gym leader is like the queen.
Yeah.
With corgi Pokemon. And it's like...
Oh, dear.
Fucking hell.
You was... We were talking about this last night. You was big into Pokemon. We have a mutual friend, everybody.
I'm not big into Pokemon.
He was
I
into
actually
Pokemon.
haven't played Pokemon since before Black and White. I don't know how long ago that is.
Ooh.
But yeah.
You're talking over 10 years. It must be that.
Mm.
Must be. I remember Pokemon Yellow because the series hit off and like everyone wanted a Pikachu.
I mean,
and
I
then...
got Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu for the Switch, which is a remake of Yellow.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. What didn't I play? I played Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah.
Then I didn't play Black, White. I didn't play any of the Hawaiian ones or X and Y. So yeah, I'm a bit behind.
How many Pokemon is there now? Because originally it was 150, then they said there was about 700 odd. How many is meant
I think
to be?
there's over 500 now.
Over 500 Pokemon. Ooh, what's your favourite Pokemon?
Magikarp.
Really?
Yeah, because my favourite Pokemon are like
Yeah.
Gyarados,
Yeah.
Onix,
Onyx is cool.
and I love the legendary dogs.
Ah, fair enough. What do you think my favourite Pokemon is?
Geodude, because it's fun to say.
Geodude. Geodude.
Geodude. She's a floating rock with arms. I love it. It's a floating rock with like fucking biceps.
Wasn't he in the Onyx family? Couldn't he evolve to be...
No. But Brock used him.
Right, yeah.
Brock was the rock one.
But what did he evolve into? Did he evolve into anything?
He evolved into that. It's like a Geodude, but it's got legs and 4 arms.
Oh, right.
And then after that, it's like a weird turtle.
Oh,
Remember
see,
now?
I do. Yeah.
What's your least favourite Pokemon? What Pokemon would you call someone as an insult? Because
what was that? Right.
I always call people, if I really don't like someone, or just as a funny insult, I call people a Bellsprout.
No,
you absolute Bellsprout.
What was that weird one? That
It's Pokemon, they're all weird.
not the mime one. And I used to not like the is it mime?
I also love Snorlax.
Snorlax is good. We used to say that was me dad. We used to do that was the inside joke we used to have in the family. That was dad. Dad was Snorlax.
Yeah, did you need to... If he sleeps in the doorway, he can't move. Just walk off.
No, because he always used to sleep when watch. He used to come in, change his channel, then doors off. Seriously, and you could be really into something, and he'd come in, switch the channel off, and sleep. Think, yeah, that's all right.
What were you on about? The weird Pokemon?
Yeah,
Just
the
to go
weird
back.
Pokemon.
Which lose the train of thought.
Yeah, my favourite Pokemon. What do you reckon it was? I've got it in my head now. It isn't Mewtwo because that was that's an obvious one, but
Is it from like the original?
it's the original. It's in the 100. When everyone was saying there's only 150 Pokemon, but then again there isn't. You know that contradiction.
Jinx, because you probably had weird sexual feelings towards it.
You bastard! You sicko! That no, it was Drowsy.
Drowsy.
I used to love Drowsy. I used to add everything about
Do you know
him.
what Pokemon I fucking hate?
Go on.
Abra. Just because of the games.
Really?
Yeah, you're about to throw something at it, teleported away. You cunt.
And the C word has been opened. Oh wow.
I want to know whose favourite Pokemon is Rattata. You know, the first Pokemon you meet in any game.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, well done.
Or Pidgeotto, Pidgey, or whatever it were called.
Mm.
Mind you, they were strong Pokemon when you trained them.
Yeah.
They were not bad Pokemon.
I also like that just because, like, Ash had one.
Yeah.
Fucking...
They was hard in the games as well. If you reached a certain level.
Pidgeotto. And then Pidgeotto?
I think so.
I can't remember.
And Raichu were pretty strong and all.
Yeah, but everyone sort of, like, kept thing. Also, some of my favourite Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's not even... It goes without saying. I love the Eevees. Evolution. Eevee, the slut in the Pokemon world.
Eevee,
or
the
Ditto.
slut in the Pokemon
I
world.
love Ditto.
Oh, Ditto. Which one was that one?
The one that can change into anything. The one that in the games, if you leave it in the daycare centre with any Pokemon, you'll get an egg. And it's like, well...
Oh, wow. I'm trying to think of all the Pokemon now. You've got me started, you have.
Oh.
I used to love Squirtle. Squirtle's Charmander.
What? Right, here's the question that everyone always asks.
What?
What was your starting Pokemon? Squirtle, Charmander, Bulbasaur?
Never picked Bulbasaur. Very rarely picked Bulbasaur. It was always either Squirtle or Charmander.
Okay. That's good. That means this podcast can carry on. If you had picked Charmander, I would have walked.
If you'd have picked Charmander, you'd have walked? Why?
Because Squirtle's clearly the best. Fight me.
Me. Bulbasaur, I can't really say, because I'm not that knowledgeable about Pokemon, so I can't really... I'm ill-equipped for this type of debate. So, why is Squirtle the best?
It was just my favourite.
It was just...
That's interesting. Underneath this one, this YouTube podcast, or underneath when Irvine uploads it, what is your favourite starting Pokemon? Any generation. Because I also really liked, in the next generation, Cyndaquil.
Yes!
Cyndaquil is my man.
Is he?
Yeah. Gave him an Everstone, so he was shit. But he wouldn't live off, but I love Cyndaquil.
Oh, wow. What was that? There was...
Took me years to realise.
You'll remember this. There was a glitch in the game. I thought it was a rumour. I thought it was just hearsay, but apparently, no, this was true. There was a certain glitch in the first Pokemon games, the Red and Blue, that if you confronted this glitch and it just came up a like weird stack of blocks, and if you tried to fight this glitch and lost using your Pokemon, you'd have to start right at the beginning of the game. Do you not remember that?
I think there was, but also that might have something to do with what people don't realise sometimes. Unless you're really clued up, is inside the cartridges for the Game Boy games of Red, Blue, Yellow, and a lot of the others, they actually have a watch battery inside them.
Right.
That's what keeps your save. So you start getting glitches if that battery starts to run out.
Right.
So if you went into CEX now to buy a copy of Pokemon Blue, you won't be able to save because it's 20 years old?
Yeah.
So you'd have to open it up and solder in a new battery.
Well, dear.
Yeah. Kirby also had one. I fucking love Kirby. Runs around sucking everything. That came out wrong.
I'm sucking everything. Oh, no. I'm not gonna lie. These past podcasts are quite adult themed, aren't they? Today, this isn't very family listening.
we should tone it down. Oh, let's talk.
Well, you did drop in the C word.
I'll edit out. As I normally, I'm not even gonna give it what I would normally say, but let's talk about wrestling.
Okay.
Because I had that idea. Do you want to tell people what my idea are?
Ladies and gentlemen
my
of the jury.
idea are? Jury! I ain't being incarcerated.
Basically, for those who don't know, I dabbled in the amateur wrestling scene. I think it's neat.
By dabbled, he means... what dabbling means. I don't know where I was going with that.
Just type in Irvine RWL, the explanation's there. However, Tom Koala, my esteemed colleague, has recently shown an interest this past week, and luckily I have friends in the I still talk to certain people that are still in the wrestling scene, it's safe to say, and he feels that we would make a great commentary team, for lack of a better word, and I tend to agree with this. Listeners, what are your thoughts? For those who have been listening to our podcast week in, week out, and we know who you are.
Do you want to sit here now like Dora Explorer? Listeners, what are your thoughts?
Wait till you get the map out. Have you ever seen that, Dora Explorer?
Oh, God,
I'm the map.
Yeah, but what were you expecting? What are your thoughts? Yeah,
Do you reckon we would?
Yeah.
Do you reckon we'd be entertaining?
Well,
Do you reckon we'd be any good?
I don't know, because I think my commentary would be very, on the nose, or, weird things, or,
double entendres every 30 seconds.
Or, quite... I think if it was me commentary, I would really up the ante, and it would be very much like Graham Norton. There would be digs.
Yeah.
It would be
I've got that song in my head now. I'm the map, I'm the map.
Well, at least ain't Shawn Michaels.
Have you? Is it true what they said about Dora the Explorer? That
I don't know what they
the
said.
character Dora is meant to be gender neutral. They're trying to make the character gender neutral.
I always saw her as a little girl, so I don't know. I thought Dora was a girl.
I assumed Dora was a girl because of the name
Diego
Dora.
was the male character.
Yeah, he was meant to be a cousin.
And he got...
Yeah, there's a lot of backstory to Dora the Explorer, considering it's only a kids' program.
Are you seriously going to go into the backstory of Dora
Not really.
the
I'm
Explorer?
just making it a point. I don't know that much to go into
but
it.
No,
Are you seriously gonna go into it.
Yeah, like
today, boys and girls, we're going to talk about kids' programs.
I know we're a nerd show and everything, but like,
there is a line we try not to cross.
Have you been watching anything like?
Although Fireman Sam used to be fucking awesome. I'm just saying. As a kid, it was fucking awesome. I'm sorry.
He said that. He said Fireman Sam is fucking awesome. While looking at me with a really stern face, like not even a joke.
It was a cool program, man. What do you want from me?
Oh Jesus Christ!
Learning the ways of fire safety, man, was the way to go. Anyway, you were saying.
Have you been watching? Fireman Sam is fucking awesome.
Oh dear.
Have you been watching anything like nerdy related or cultural that you want to talk about?
Let's see. We've just talked about Pokemon, which we've got into
Have
strenuous
you got any
length.
decent sci-fi shows that you recommend?
Ooh.
Because it's getting really good. I would really recommend the anime Dr. Stone.
I'll give that a watch.
Yeah.
I'll be sure to give that a... Do you know what? Even though I've sort of commented on it in past shows, you know what I'm going to bring up? The box set's over there. I think you should try and get into Babylon 5. I'm not going to tell you what it's about, but just try and get into it on your own accord. Or for any listeners out there who may be interested in it. Now, I am going to say this for those who may share an interest in trying to watch Babylon 5. The graphics, unfortunately, do not hold brilliantly. They're not bad, not classic Doctor Who bad. Fucking hell, that were bad. But it hasn't aged well graphics-wise. But however... And please, when I say the word however, put bold, imagine there's bold font lines underneath when I use that word. A lot of the concepts in the series, a lot of the storylines are brilliant. It challenges issues that are still very relevant today, and that is all I'm going to say. I think people should watch it. I'll give you the basic premise without, I don't want to bore anyone. Babylon 5 is about, imagine an intergalactic united nations, as it were, planets, and you see these ambassadors that represent these different planets, Earth being one of them in this setting. And it also shows that even though these aliens come from different points in space, there's something very human about each character, even though they're not from Earth itself. You need to watch it. For those, I strongly recommend you watch Babylon 5.
I watched the first episode of a show called Frequency. Have you ever seen this?
I have heard of Frequency, but no, I don't think I have.
So Frequency is basically
I have got into Altered Carbon though, but I'll get into that.
I love that show. The anime.
I've only just started getting into it.
The anime's coming out next year.
Right,
it's an anime series. That and Pacific Rim as well. So Frequency is basically a woman is a detective. Her dad was a detective, and through wibbly wobbly timey wimey, his old radio works through time. So he's dead, and it's just so happens to be on her birthday. She died afterwards, so she talks to him through time to help him avoid his own death and solve the case that killed him.
Right.
She thought he was a corrupt cop.
Fair enough.
But because she did that, knock-on effect, now a crime she's working in the present, they need to catch a serial killer before it kills someone she knows.
Right.
And it's because she saved her dad, she never met her husband, and so the episodes are constantly back and forth of trying to keep resetting the timeline. It
sounds a bit like was it the Butterfly Effect?
Yeah, but not up its own arse.
Was the Butterfly Effect up its own arse?
Was a bit for me.
Love that description. Go on, you were saying.
Yeah, I remembered something as well. Right. So in game news, I don't know how anyone feels about it because I've lent you the game of The Last of Us and The Last of Us 2 coming out. The Last of Us 2 has been delayed, which is one of the most anticipated games there is.
Right.
Which means the release date that came out, everyone was so proud that was leaked, has not been right, and they've delayed it. What are your thoughts on delayed games and movies and things like that? Right,
this is an odd question for me, actually. my opinion is, you're going to hate me for this, but I'm back on that blessed fence again. I do not have an opinion on it. I think I have to be realistic and say these things happen. It's sad and it's a shame, and I feel gutted for those who are fans of a particular game that they've been waiting for. But these things can happen.
Yeah, but at the same point, if they're stopping it to fix stuff, I'm all for it. Because I do not want my games coming out like WWE 2K20.
Oh!
You haven't seen nothing on this, have you?
No.
It's probably going to be voted the worst game of all time.
I haven't purchased a wrestling game in the last 5 years. Do tell.
It is, right, so we had problems with 18 and 19. Glitches, funny little things.
Yeah.
It didn't run on the Nintendo Switch. But this new one,
Right.
this new one is so bad. You know what? I don't even need to say anything.
I think you do. Discuss.
Anyone who's listening that don't know what I'm on about, look up clips of WWE 2K20 glitches and problems, and you will laugh your ass off.
Really?
Yeah, it is so bad that someone made this game, the company looked at it and went, yeah, it's alright, ship it. Like, literally, you can fall through the floor, like...
oh, no.
I saw a glitch, someone tried to jump off the ropes,
Yeah.
and instead of coming down, they just spun around in midair for ages and ages. There were stairs in the middle of the ring with, like, two people playing. The stairs went through the floor, but they were still...
Oh no,
it's hilarious.
Man. That's the type of glitches you expect from WWE. Shut your mouth. That game's that was made nearly 20 years ago.
Well, that's the thing. The older games are much better quality. Like, character models explode and fill up the screen. No blood. Like, it stretches. Like,
you're making this
I'm
up.
not.
I've got to look this up on YouTube.
It is hilarious that a big multi-million-dollar company goes, yeah, it's alright, ship it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Dave, is there any problems with this game? Nah, it's got one or two little bugs. I don't mind it.
When you say Dave, I hope you're not insinuating one of our dedicated fans.
No. In fact, he will probably appreciate me bringing that up because it is. He knows. Dave, you know exactly what I'm on about. Educate people.
Yeah.
It is hilarious.
I didn't really. How can a game be that bad in this day and age? It's 2019. I know games have glitches. That's just the way of life.
Yeah.
That's just saying
And
rain
obviously,
follows sun.
I quite like playing bad games sometimes.
Yeah.
When there's a little glitch here and there because it's funny, like a character floating on. But not when it breaks the game. Like
it can potentially break a game.
It quits the menu, and it's reported possibly to brick some consoles. You know what that means?
Yeah. See, I'm going to say something now that I don't mean to be controversial when I say this. People are paying a lot of damn good money for
it's
games.
£60 game.
Do you know what I mean? And you're paying all this money for something like that. I'm not being funny with you, but that's quite diabolical, that. For lack of a better word, that's quite disgusting. Because you're taking a lot of people's hard-earned money and you can't even be bothered to sort out the glitches. I mean, don't misinterpret me. Games are going to have glitches anyway. That's just a fact of life. But not to that extent. People are paying damn good money.
Well,
Get off your ass and sort that fucking game out.
Well, I mean, I think there was some drama behind the scenes where a company left and another company came in.
Yeah.
It was half finished. But at the same point, if you weren't ready with the product, you could at least have fixed it. But this hasn't... They can't say this. Like, oh yeah, this one's bad because the past 3 have been getting terrible reviews. I tell you how bad this game is. Yeah. Its review score is 1.5 or something like that.
Oh,
out
damn.
of 100.
That is bad,
Put
man.
that in perspective.
Yeah.
Aliens Colonial Marines, a game that everyone agrees is terrible, is on like 40,
I'm not
50%.
being disrespectful or anything, but any
But that's
company...
the thing. These games are a culture. Like, I know, like when I was growing up back in the day, there was always that kid in school that you'd go around and you play games with him, and every year he gets that wrestling game. Imagine putting
there was always that kid at school. Got the latest FIFA, mate. Got that FIFA going, mate. I bet you... Were you with that kid?
No,
because you looked at me then when I was impersonating
No,
it.
because I was about to bring up FIFA. Can you imagine if FIFA went, like, the quality of it,
Can you imagine the uproar?
Yeah, just went down the uproar. But a wrestling game does it, and we're just like...
Wayne Rooney's body just stretching around the stadium. Go on, carry on, but go.
Like, it's just... part of me feels sad because wrestling games are part of gaming.
Of course they are.
I'm not a sports fan at all, but
No.
it's just sad because a lot of wrestling fans get these games and want to play as their favourite wrestlers. They get it once a year, and it's just like, Jesus.
Absolutely. I see. It annoys me in a way because they don't think. And I'm sorry if people disagree with this, but it is my humble opinion. There's no excuse for bad game making anymore. Not in this day and age.
Well, no,
there's no excuse.
Not even
an
indie game with 2 people and no budget can be like perfect.
Yeah.
When you've got
has happened before.
Yeah, a lot of times. Where you've got multi-million-dollar companies.
Yeah.
Consistently pumping out shit.
Yeah.
When all they needed to do is just delay it for a couple of months.
Do you reckon it was just a cash cow, if you understand the meaning of that phrase? It was just a money grabber.
Yeah, it was.
Just trying to get people's money, but they're getting these people that are paying good money are getting shit in return.
Love disappeared from the game industry around the 360 PS3 time. Once they realised that they could release a game and smack the ending of the game on as DLC and get more money.
Disgusting.
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 Which one of you had a shite? It's disgusting.
Disgusting. Are you mocking my northern accent there?
No.
Koala. But no, on a serious note, I mean, I'm not being funny. I don't want this podcast to be political, but all I'm going to say is people are struggling for money, right? Money, a lot of people struggle. And, you know, you've got an audience. You got to think you're manufacturing games. You've already got that potential audience there that are willing to give you good money to buy your product.
To play a game.
I think they deserve something in return.
Yeah, and your games like your NBAs, your FIFAs, your WWE, like 2K. These are games that people buy religiously for a year, and some people only play that one game for the year. So you start going downhill, you're going to lose your fan base quick because they won't give you another chance.
I mean, look,
they will just move on.
I know I'm going to get my ear bitten off by certain people, but I'm going to ask you an honest question now, seriously. Has FIFA dramatically changed in the games in the last few years? I mean, there'd be the odd difference every year they release a game.
I could not tell you because I don't touch sports games.
Right, that's fair
they're
enough.
not me.
But
I
don't think
respect
there
that
is,
they have to be
personally.
part of their interest, part of their thing, but I just...
Yeah.
I'm not a sporty person. I don't
I mean, don't misinterpret me. If it's on, I'll play it and I'll pay attention to someone playing FIFA because I don't mind it.
No, I'll play it with people. Has
there been any dramatic differences? Because the only differences I'm seeing within these games for the last 5 years, and that's a bit of a bold statement. Such and such plays playing for a different team. We need that update. Is that all you're paying that extra 50, 60 quid for?
A lot of it these days, and especially with like FIFA and the thing now is people are now, because of DLC, pump money in to get card packs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Next game comes out, that's redundant.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Where for me, they could just like update it.
Yeah.
You know, but hey ho, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know. Just it infuriates me.
It does. It does.
It's like EA turned round and said, "We don't know why we're voted worst company in the world to work for."
Oh wow! I didn't even know that.
And we don't understand why gamers hate us so much. We'll stop releasing games unfinished and making us pay for microtransactions. Sorry, surprise mechanics.
Oh wow! Is that what they're doing at this moment in time? Are they bad for that at the minute?
Yeah, they're terrible for that. If you never heard any of the shit with like Star Wars Battlefront when it came out and all that.
Yeah, vaguely.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. There is a new Star Wars game coming out, Fallen Order, that I do want to buy. And over the next couple of days, I'm going to be playing a new sci-fi game coming out called The Outer Worlds.
Right.
So I'll give you my thoughts on that. It's made by the original dudes that made Fallout.
Right, yeah.
So, anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, EA. They've made a new Star Wars game, or published it, Star Wars Fallen Order, and it's very much based on Metroid.
Alright.
Well, Metroidvania style of gameplay. You're on this planet, can't open that until you got, or can't get there until you got double jump, go there, come back.
Right.
I love that style of game. I'd love to play Control, but I just haven't picked it up yet.
Right, fair enough.
I missed that from old days of gaming.
Yeah, understandable.
The tagline for this Star Wars game was something like "Don't trust anyone," coming from a company who everyone doesn't trust.
Yeah.
Because of like, you've got to go in you pay for the game, you pay for DLC, and then you've got microtransactions in it. So everyone ripped this shit out of them. It was hilarious.
Oh dear. Oh
Yes.
wow. Oh,
I
wow.
feel like the people in these companies just don't go on the internet at
Well,
all.
I always perceived EA. I thought it was considered the top-notch companies that manufacture games.
They
So
are.
I think, to be honest with you, this is just showing how out of the loop I am. To be
They
honest
used
with
to
you.
be. They used to be amazing. They used to make the Red Alert series. They used to make loads, but now it's just they are falling for the past since I'd say the end of the 360 time. They have been losing people so quickly.
Wow, that's pretty
They've
bad.
taken cuts. They keep buying up companies, making a game that's their fault that it's bad, and just blaming that little company and liquidating them. The people that made Mass Effect. Did you hear any of the shit with Anthem?
Vaguely. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but go on.
EA blamed BioWare, which made everyone think, so the future of like Mass Effect and Dragon Age, is this going to struggle? Are you going to like just liquidate that company?
Yeah.
So, no. Activision, EA, they are really nasty companies. They're not what they used to be. Ubisoft
Really?
seems to be trying to redeem itself.
Well, right. Fair enough.
So, some of your big companies are very out the loop themselves.
Shit.
Yeah.
Didn't know
There
any
was
of
probably
this.
someone-
It's quite sad in a way, though, that, isn't it?
It
When you
is.
think about it.
There's no diversity in the games they make. They just
No.
cash grab.
See, that's not what gaming used to be about, man.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
For me, gaming was walk into a shop, whichever box art grabbed me, I'd get.
Yeah.
Because
You're
this
getting
was-
your mum and dad nagging them because you want the latest GTA game. Oh, those were the days,
Yeah,
man.
those were the days.
Yeah, let's get nostalgic. Let's get nostalgic
Let's get
with me.
nostalgic.
Do you know what I mean? That's not what gaming was about. Gaming was about enjoying something, having a good storyline.
Do you know what I know we're gonna try and do this, but do you know what I honestly think is slightly ruining gaming?
Go on.
It's YouTubers. Because a lot of
Do you
games,
reckon? I gotta disagree with
a
that.
lot of games are aimed at YouTubers. They're just there for the lols and the jokes. There's no substantial.
Yeah.
Or they have now streaming. Some games have streaming features where if you're streaming it, your streamers can interact with the games, put enemies in. That's a good idea.
I'm gonna say, is that ruining it, or is that just adapting to the current
that
climate
is
of the
a good
gaming
idea.
world?
But at the same point, there's a lot more just shooty, bang, bang, no storyline games. Like, I enjoy first-person shooters with a story. If I want to run up to someone and pull their spine out, I want to know why I'm doing this.
True. Yeah. So you think the current games, because they're trying too hard to adapt to the current climate of things, it's lacking story and possibly originality.
Which means a lot of the indie developers and smaller companies that are making these games with stories don't look as great.
Yeah.
A lot more people are going to them.
Interesting.
EA turned around and said there's no room in the modern market for story single-player games. God of War came out and Corey Balrog turned around and went... No one can see that, but I basically did.
If EA, did you say EA made that? And I'm not being disrespectful because I'm just getting more and more in the loop now. If EA genuinely said that about the gaming world, then no disrespect to EA, but that just shows how out the loop they are now.
Well,
if they made a statement like that, they've got the blinders on.
Yeah,
like
a lot of these big companies do.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're ranting about that. Let's move on to something that I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
I don't. It's hard to say. What would you like to talk about? I mean, do you want to reveal and talk about ourselves a little bit, or I know we usually explore nerd culture at its finest, but we was talking. Do you reckon we should share this to our ever faithful audience about a certain tutor? Won't say your name because we don't know her name. The prison warden.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Prison. She was
prison
a teacher
warden.
yeah,
she was a teacher in a prison. We basically, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, even though you're not part of the jury, but basically there was a tutor who was great for us because, as you already know, we met in college. And this woman helped me pass my my basic maths, I think, because the course called Functional Skills at the time.
Yeah.
And she really helped me dramatically because my maths are terrible. I'm brilliant at English, but my maths, and I don't mind admitting this, are diabolical. And this woman helps me. Now, me and Tom was conversing last night. We know she used to work in a prison, but we don't know her name. So we always joked. We don't mention names, but we always joke, if we ever get 100 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to walk in that college and find out who she was.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. That's what we were saying, weren't we?
Yeah.
If we get consistently 100 views,
Yeah.
we will go into college and like talk to our tutors and, you know, hey, look, we made something of ourselves.
Yeah, we've got 100 subscribers on YouTube. We have done something with us. But no, on a serious note, I think that'd be a good idea, that. So we was also talking about my colleague here was surprised as well, without mentioning names, that I know a lot of his old school friends, which he didn't know. So that surprised you, didn't it?
Yeah, it's a small world.
It is a very small world.
I'd say school friends, but these are people I haven't spoken to in probably 15 years.
Why do you think that is? Do you reckon life's just got in the way? I mean, I know we sort of explored it last night.
Because I'm an antisocial introvert.
Are you really? I know you're an introvert, but
I mean,
like,
I didn't.
What's happened? Like?
I didn't used to be because of shit that happened in my past.
Yeah.
I sort of went in my shell.
Yeah.
Without going into too much detail, I had a really bad relationship.
Yeah. We won't cover that unless you want to.
But I had a really bad relationship and it quite messed me up.
Yeah.
So just before that point, I'd started to lose contact with people. And then afterwards, that just tipped me over the edge and I just receded into my shell.
So was it a gradual thing, or did you just cut your ties with most people? If you don't mind talking
it was
about
a
this.
gradual thing. Like, I regret doing it,
Yeah.
but I'm now at that point where people that I was really good mates with, it's like, do I send them a message? What do I say? Hey, sorry, I disappeared for years. It's weird to me.
Is this if you don't mind me asking, is this what's going on now? Like, old friends you want to get back in contact with that you haven't spoke to for a certain amount of years?
Yeah.
So
I've sent some like friend requests to like people I used to know, to get talking again, because I sat there before and realised just like, well, the knock-on effect of just everything, and I'm getting my head sorted. I had really bad like mental health like issues with like depression, anxiety, and I used to be that guy that could run into a crowd and like scream random shit.
Yeah.
Now I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm also really jumpy if someone makes sudden movements, and whereas I never used to be. Like, I'm also gaining weight again, which is good for people that think, oh no, he's gonna get fat.
I need to lose weight.
let me just. I was at 5, bordering on like 5 to 6 stone a couple of years ago. I was terribly underweight.
That is underweight. Yeah, I remember you were telling me last night about that. So, wow.
So, I'm getting there.
You're getting there. Would you say this podcast is helping?
I think this podcast is helping because 1, I'm socialising.
Yeah.
2, we now know each other a lot better than we did.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. You're a pretty good mate.
Yeah.
And 3, I mean, I got free coffee, didn't I?
You always get free coffee when you come here, man.
Yeah.
You always get
We got free coffee.
Got free coffee?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, do you want to talk about that?
Jesus, we're loud. I apologise to everyone's ears.
Sorry, I'm no help. I think I encouraged Koala to get louder, so I think the blame should be on my door. But go on.
Right, I don't know who you are because I am terrible with faces. But I was in Costa in the mall and I ordered a coffee. And
I've got itchy nose.
Oh no, they didn't pay for it. They just recognised me. So I got a coffee.
Oh, that shouldn't have said that. That every story deserves some embellishment. You could have embellished on that.
Well, it was free anyway because I work in the mall.
Yeah, okay.
It was only free because I scared the shit out of the guy working there by accident. Right. So I ordered my coffee, and obviously in this podcast thing, Irvine's very much the face. I'm the voice. Like, I'm quite loud on the podcast, but there's one picture of us together.
Yeah.
Like, so...
Is that the photo I took? You referring to that one? Right.
So, I ordered coffee. I turn around. I'm walking past. And if you know Costa, even if you don't, if you're far away, there was like a wood border, seats on the other side. Someone said, excuse me. I looked down. I'm in my mall uniform. my jacket, and I'm like, yeah, it's what's up? And they went, do you do a podcast with Irvine or something like that? And I was like, yeah, I do. So I recognise your voice. Now it's a woman. I don't know who you are, but if you're listening, then thanks, because that meant the world to me that I got recognised just for my voice.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got recognised. Oh, not me. I'm not going to include myself in this. This is all on you.
But you get recognised all the time.
I know, but not for this, though. So, to me, you got to understand from my perspective, you're getting recognised by a complete stranger because of what we do. I know, how can I word it? I'm excited because it makes me feel like people are listening to us. People. I'm glad to know we're out there. We're being entertaining, and above all, we're making people happy. So it's great news. I know, and I'm genuinely happy that out of us two, you're the one who gets recognised first. So it could show you that we are, even in subtle ways, we could be potentially making a difference.
I mean, my voice is kind of unique for Blackburn and up north, just because of my
You
accent.
have a unique accent, yeah. So I am genuinely happy. So
but yeah, no, I don't remember what they look like.
I was going to ask you that, but yeah.
I think they had red hair.
You think they had red hair? Now, as in the colour, the hair dye red? Or are we talking when someone says red?
No, the hair dye like bright red.
Interesting. I couldn't say who she is. I haven't got a clue. I don't sound like someone familiar anyway. Not at the top of my head. But, so interesting. Hey, yeah. We got recognised for the first time ever. Hey, we're getting there. Soon one day Jennifer Lawrence will recognise me, I hope.
Yeah, soon my Jennifer Aniston fan club will be
Oh, wow. So, have you got any plans this week?
No, not really. But here's the thing. We're getting to, what are we? Nearly an hour?
Yeah.
You asked a question about the greatest space battles. I asked a question about your favourite alien races, which rules were underneath the YouTube video.
You have to comment on the video underneath.
Yeah.
Or even this one, if you want.
Or on the, when it gets, Irvine announced it on his Facebook, you can comment under that. No private messaging. Do you have a sci-fi or nerdy related question?
Yes. And on to your
try
top 10.
no really nerdy sci-fi, something
Yeah.
Let's go comic related this time. Favorite superhero?
Yeah.
Power.
Okay.
Supporting character or underrated character.
So do you want me to pick one?
Yeah.
The top
or
10?
Just anything you want.
Okay, really. I am going to say top 10 supporting character in the MCU, and the rules are they have to be part of the cinematic universe. So not just a character from a Marvel comic book, they have to be part of the MCU that is not a main character. So when I say not a main character, it cannot be Star-Lord, it cannot be Thor, it cannot be Iron Man, etc, etc.
Yeah, if their name's on the movie, you can't have them. But could it be Winter Soldier?
I'd say
he's supporting.
Definitely. So top 10 supporting character in the MCU.
Well, you don't have to say top 10. Just what is your favourite supporting character? And same rules apply. Underneath this YouTube, when this is on YouTube, or underneath when it gets uploaded onto Facebook. And just to do the point across, we are wrestling with the ideas of doing giveaways.
Yes.
Of games for Steam. So if you've won any of the other questions and we announce you, then you will get a Steam key sent to you for some sort of game.
Absolutely.
If we do that.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I mean to say we're coming to the
I also want to point out, because we are doing well actually in views on things like Spotify and all that, because we're on Spotify. If you're listening on Spotify, thank you.
Yay!
We are also on Google, and if it's a place you listen to podcasts, we are on that. Even the ones you have to pay for, we are getting automatically uploaded because we're getting enough views. We're on iTunes now. We're on Spotify. We're on Google. We're on about 10 different sites.
We are expanding, and we're not even realise we're expanding, to be honest with you.
Yeah, if you're listening on any of them, thanks. And the best, if you want to support us in any way, the best thing you can do is share us.
Yeah.
Or just tell someone to listen. You guys know how loud and random we get.
Yeah, absolutely. And whose turn is it? I know you don't like it. I know it's getting beyond the joke for you, but I feel we have to.
What are we doing? Asking them to subscribe or begging them for pocket change?
Both. No. Please subscribe.
Got 20p for the bus.
Is it? Mate, I gotta
That's
ask
what
you,
it feels like
Is
to
that
me.
what it feels like to
Yeah.
you? I
don't mind doing it.
It's called advertising. We need to do this. We need to do it, mate. Well, we don't need to, but it's fun to. Well, it's not fun to, but...
No, it's not fun.
It's advertising. It's
Like,
good for the channel.
comment, subscribe, ding that bell.
Please like
share
us.
us on Facebook.
Please share us. And
charter a plane.
follow us on Twitter as well.
Oh, yes.
We haven't mentioned that. We didn't mention that last episode.
I made us a Twitter account. We have an official Twitter account. So on that, I will be asking questions and things like that. I will link it underneath this video every other.
And the last episode as well. Even though we didn't mention it in the last episode, it will be there. So by all means, follow us on Twitter, ladies and gentlemen.
And, yeah, I mean, we're cutting this one a bit short, so we can talk for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, why not? We just needed to get that out of the way, to be honest with you. What would you like to bring in? I would like to say as well, thank you to my esteemed colleague Koala for his... And why am I showing it like this, presenting it like this, thinking that people can see it? Tom brought me the first edition of the very first story of The Walking Dead in comic book. So I am genuinely looking forward to this. He also brought me 2 books that explore the realms of the Governor in the Walking Dead franchise. One of them is The Rise of the Governor. So those who are fans of The Walking Dead, I presume you'll know who I'm referencing. And there's 2 books. One of them is The Rise of the Governor and The Road to Woodbury, which are written, I presume, they are by the same author. So I am going to give that a read.
Writ the comics, actually. So, yeah.
I don't think Koala will mind me bringing this up as well. As I'm now talking to you, we are that rushed for time as we're filming this episode. He is literally getting ready for work as we speak. So are you looking forward to tonight's shift?
I'm going to edit that out.
Why are you going to edit
Let's
that out?
not bring up work.
Oh,
right.
Are you're not looking forward to it then? You can edit that out as
Work
well.
is work. Right. But no, I was actually going to make a good and valid point, and it's completely gone out of my head.
I do apologise.
I had a brain fart.
Yeah, you suffer from neuroflatulence.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I think it comes out my mouth as well, because I talk a lot of shit.
You talk a lot of shit. Oh, you're not that bad.
Oh.
Let's see if we can... so you don't remember what you were going to bring up?
No, I'll remember in a minute, and I'll just scream it.
No, just scream it. But anyway, yeah. So what are your plans this week? I think I asked you this before.
You already asked me that.
What
I don't
your
really have
answer
many
was?
plans.
You don't have many plans?
Halloween party, pumpkin carving.
Yeah. Are you actually pumpkin carving with your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, have fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah, our Twitter. Yeah, it's basically, I made us a Twitter. So you guys, anyone, just follow us on it. I'll be asking questions on it, things like that. Basically, what we hope to do is build a little bit of a community.
Definitely. Also, as well, I know I'm sort of name dropping. I was on our Twitter this past week, and I followed William Shatner's Twitter, and it was who else was it? George Takei. Takei. Some of the stuff William Shatner posts on Twitter is quite entertaining. So those who are William Shatner fans, please follow his Twitter as well.
Don't give someone else Twitter.
But it's entertaining though.
Are you logged into our Twitter?
I am, yes.
Yes. Who's that guy? Give him a shout out. The guy.
Who? William Shatner? Oh, right. Yes. Hang on. Bear with me.
If anyone is interested in Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z or anything, or fights in who would win, we were messaged by a rather nice YouTuber who we thought we'd give a shout out to, because I am a big fan myself of Dragon Ball Z.
Yes.
And basically, I just think this person, all they do, it's just fights, but...
His Twitter is at DBS Warrior 17.
DBZ.
DBZ. What did I say?
S.
Sorry, DBZ Warrior 17.
Yeah, and I assume his YouTube is the same, but yeah, we just wanted to give him a shout out because, well, they followed us on Twitter and they started messaging
Which
us.
I thought was pretty cool of them. So yeah. So we thought we would return the favour.
Yes.
So please follow us on Twitter if you're enjoying some of the content that we are providing. And
yeah, I think that's that a wrap.
I have been Dancingbear.
And I have been Koala, or just Tom.
And as always, enjoy your week.
Yes, and see you next week.
See you later.
Hopefully with the answers to some questions and some giveaways.
Definitely, absolutely. Bye-bye.